What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? So, y'all see my pillow? It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Special edition of WGTB Sports. Cam Newton just lost his Dana and Yoga deal because of insensitive remarks that he made when answering the question for a female reporter. Uh, People are falling on both sides of this, and you can think what you want to think, but here's where we are. Uh, Females have been working for a long time to get the same type of respect that their male counterparts get in the locker room. And this has been going on for decades. This is nothing new. Nothing new. And unless we forget, this is Cam Newton's second time being insensitive when it comes to a female reporter. A few years ago, he addressed a female reporter as sweetheart. I, I don't know what you're thinking. I'm from the South too. Just some things we just not gonna say. I call a young lady sweetheart, but that's somebody that I know. I'll address a young lady as young lady or miss lady, but that's somebody that I know. Female reporters should either be addressed as ma'am or addressed by their first or last name. Cam, you blew the money on this one. You blew the money on this one. And people want to get upset about it, say, well, we're blowing things out of proportion. Well, if you can be upset about the insensitive comments that Donald Trump is making while in the White House, then you should be bothered by this. Stop seeing color. Stop seeing sports and political and everything like that. A wrong is a wrong, a right is a right. And Cam Newton was definitely wrong. And he has not yet apologized to the woman about it. Now, some may not know, but her father has made derogatory comments while she was actually laughing and kiki-hawing and enjoying it about Native Americans. Nobody's going to tell you that. You got to do your research. But on the bigger, well, I don't want to say on the bigger and better thing, but on to something that's disturbing me. Is there division in the Steelers locker room? Is there? Well, we all know that the Steelers did not come out for the national anthem during the Chicago Bears, when they played the Chicago Bears. Alejandro Villanueva, Ben Roethlisberger tackle, was standing in the hallway. Much respect to Alejandro Villanueva. You can't take anything away from this guy. He's a veteran, plays football, and some of y'all don't even know this dude used to play tight end for the Army when he was in college. That being said, what I'm more disturbed about is Ben Roethlisberger, not Ben Roethlisberger coming out. I'm not disturbed about him coming out to a press conference Monday, standing by Alejandro Villanueva. He did what he's supposed to do. He supported his teammate. But what I do find ironic is this. Let's do the timeline. The Steelers do not come out for the national anthem. Alejandro Villanueva is standing in the hallway. Ben is so upset about the Steelers not coming out, he says he lost sleep. He is holding a press conference with the media that following Monday. Okay? His coach, his head coach, an African-American coach, is called a no-good nigga by a fire chief in Pittsburgh. We don't hear anything from Ben Roethlisberger. Not a peep. Fast forward to the very next game, Sunday. Antonio Brown, upset about a play. He was wide open, by the way. God, he was wide open. Would have been a touchdown. Would have been a touchdown. He goes off. He kicks the Gatorade cooler. Now, we know Antonio Brown, AB. This ain't like AB. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy who pretty much, he's excited most of the time, smiling most of the time. So this one time, he's frustrated. He kicks over the water cooler. We know the Pittsburgh Steelers offense has been struggling. Ben Roethlisberger dresses down Antonio Brown on his radio show. Vince Williams, fast forward a few days later, today, if it wasn't yesterday, Vince Williams, starting linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't really want to say starting because they rotate him in and out and everything like that. But he receives inbox messages being called a nigger. I ain't heard nothing from Ben Roethlisberger. Now, this latest incident might be too soon, but it's been over a week and I ain't heard nothing from Ben Roethlisberger yet. Ben Roethlisberger, here's what I can tell you. I might not be an accredited member of the sports media. I might not. I'm working towards it. But what I can tell you is that here at WGTB Sports, until you come out and say something, I'm going to dog you left and right. Why? Because I will say 2 out of 5 Americans do not give a damn about African Americans and the stuff they're going through. The other 3 don't know what it is to be African American, but they try their best to understand it. Guess which number you fall in as it currently stands? The 2 out of 5. That's right, the 2 out of 5. And I say that because fans, black, brown, yellow, white, supported you when you were facing 2 separate sexual assault charges. Remember when the Steelers were thinking about trading you at that particular time? Just because you got this contract and just because you feel like you can hold a Steelers hospital, oh, I don't know if I'm going to come back, I might retire. Boy, don't get too big for your pants, boy. That's right. I said it, boy, because I'm older than you. Boy, don't get too big for your pants. Don't forget where you came from. Remember everything that you had to go through to get to where you at right now. And it's a lot of people, not just white people, who supported you every step of the way. Boy, you owe your coach to stand up for you. Yeah, you owe that dude. You should stand up for that dude. That dude then took a lot of heat when you was not playing your best. Antonio Brown is one of the best receivers you ever had in Steelers history. Vince Williams deserves it. So don't just stand up for your teammates when it's convenient. You need to stand up for your teammates when it's inconvenient. BenRoethlisberger. Think about who's protecting you. Think about who's catching passes for you. And think about who's coaching you and answering questions for you when you are not having the best time on the field. That's my time, y'all. I'm out. Special WGTB Sports. Special, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna blow this thing on up. We're gonna blow this thing on up so y'all get caught on the bandwagon. Saturday, we talking college football. Sunday, we talking pro football. That's my passion. I'm out. Peace.